A little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. A late-season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach Chang told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors offense will take the field first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number one for the squad.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Finds a man on the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Into the end zone. Incomplete pass, but it'll be a productive play for the offense. This flag's going to go against the D.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. From the red zone, it's Barfield. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hawaii! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And now North Dakota State gets its first chance to go on offense. And here comes the junior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to pass. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll run it. It's Barfield. Oh, he got loose. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point was good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of a... Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. On the ground with the counter. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Lets it fly on the move. He's got it along the sideline. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. To the air on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Got his man. Here's a little room there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, North Dakota State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together, made some explosive plays, and now just executing on 3rd down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Looking downfield on first down. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Using his legs, it's Barfield. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback.
He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right?
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On first down from the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Maybe got some room in under the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The run inside. It's Barfield. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 5 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
The Rainbow Warriors will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. On the option. Now the pitch. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
It has not been a banner performance.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking for a gap. It's Scott.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Creates a little space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Nice job, offensive line. Really good. On the last play, you gave up a sack. Second and long, obvious passing situation. D linemen pinning their ears back. But this time, you hold your ground. You give your quarterback an opportunity to stay comfortably in the pocket, find the open player. You don't get it all back. It's not a first down, but you got most of it back, set up third and manageable.
Absolutely perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long.
Ready, go!
Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Here's the pressure. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown. Now, turning it on. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got his man across the middle.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Caught! They will score! Touchdown, North Dakota State! The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Running inside, it's Barfield. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. Upstairs to make the catch. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. On the run, it's Scott. Got enough for the first. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Might have a chance. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come. There he goes. Oh, what a caught. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working that left side now. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
The Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. He's got him. ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going for a big play downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to the run. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's gone! And they've regained the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Using his legs, it's Scott. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Complete on the left to Williams. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. Unloads to the wideout. Williams got it. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. Maybe some room here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I absolutely love when defensive backs do exactly what he did. Don't try to make the big play. A lot of times you see him go up together and the receiver come down, but he goes up, he bats the football down, makes sure nobody catches it. No points are getting put on the board. Nice play by the defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Using his feet. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Finds a man in the middle. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Fires to the wideout. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Using the back as a receiver on the screen. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Under fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. He's got it down the middle. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create